Are you a first time home buyer and you are worried about whether or not you can afford a home and whether or not you're going to be able to get a really good deal on a house in the neighborhood that you want to buy in? I have a story for you that I'm just bursting at the seams with excitement about because this just happened to my clients. My name is Amy DeBusk, and I am a first time homebuyer specialist. I've been in mortgage for about 26 years. And my favorite thing to do in my business is help first time homebuyers just like you who are savvy and really nervous that you're not going to get the best deal or maybe even not be able to get an affordable home. Today, I just had the great news that our first time homebuyers who've been in contract for about 2 weeks now at a home in Citrus Heights just got a huge price reduction and a seller credit. So I always say there are two areas of negotiations whenever you're buying a house, and sometimes three. But the first round of negotiations happens when you make the offer on the house. And this strategy doesn't always work, full disclosure. But if you have enough money for your down payment and closing costs in your bank account, and you don't need a seller credit, the very best way to go about round one of negotiations is to just negotiate the purchase price. So, this is what these first time homebuyers did. They gave the seller full price offer. The house was listed for 425,000. They offered 425,000 and they did not ask for any concessions up front. They didn't ask for a seller credit. They just did a normal splitting of the escrow 50-50 and all the normal nuances of a contract that a seller would say yes to. The seller accepted their contract and then they did their due diligence. They went out and got a home inspection and they got a roof inspection. Well, guess what? The roof inspection was really critical of the roof. And the realtor said that he did think that the roof had life on it still, and probably they have another 5 years left. But because they had a roof inspection in hand and a home inspection, that showed some wear and tear on the house and things that needed to be done to the house, some dry rot and such. The realtor took those two pieces, those two inspections, and went in for round two of negotiations. And he asked for a $15,000 price reduction. And oh my gosh, I can't even believe this, a $10,000 seller credit. And guess what we just got? An addendum to the contract accepting terms. Because here's what not a lot of people know is that when you give a seller this information, the roof inspection, the home inspection, eh, all this information about their house that maybe they didn't even know about, now they have that information. And if they cancel the contract with you because they don't like your terms or they don't want to accept the price reduction and the seller credit, they now have to disclose that information if they put the house back on the market to any new buyer. So now the cat's out of the bag and they're going to have to deal with it anyway. So in this instance, my first time home buyers won big time. And their new little family, they have a 6-month baby, and they are going to be moving to a beautiful area in Citrus Heights that has a big backyard. And they are, you know, going into it with a $15,000 price drop. So now their purchase price is 410,000, which that drops their payment a good $80 a month. And they have $10,000 extra because they'll be, not having to pay for $10,000 of the closing costs, and they'll have that money to go and get a brand new roof. There you have it. If you would like to explore the possibility of home ownership, I would love to have a 30-minute free discovery call with you. You can log on to talkingwithamy.com. That's talkingwithamy.com. Book your free discovery call today.